Just back with another pocket for my journal, so it's another tutorial. So I had to kind of make some room because I do need to use the scoreboard to show you what I'm doing here. So I've got two pieces of paper. These are both digital prints from A Winter's Tale by ARTYmaze, as that is the journal that I'm working on. Two of the embellishment cards that come with the kit, and I've got some dictionary paper. So, and as I've showed in my other journal, I've got this page. This is printed out, didn't print out well, so I'm using it as my dummy page. So this is how I know roughly what size to go for when I'm making things. So this is going to be a big deep pocket with a pocket at the bottom. This has been cut to, I believe that's 8 by 5.5, and this is a 5.5 by 4. So what I done was where's my thing? I don't know what I've done with my thing. My thing, that's my thing. My bond folder. So because I know I cut an extra inch on this, so I tell a lie, that was 5.5. Did I say 5 or was it 5.5? Yes, 5.5. See? 5.5. I'm sure I will know when I rewatch this video. So it's 5.5 that way for the page size that I'm working on. So the tall piece here, the longer piece, I will score at 5. And then to make life easier for myself, I'm going to flip it round and score it at 5 again. So that gives me my 2 half-inch marks at the side. Then I will put that down there. That measures 8. So I will score at 7.5. We already scored it, but I just wanted to show you. So that is that. So I'll set that to one side. Then on the 5.5 inch, I will score at 5, and I will flip it round and score at 5 again, because I am useless at trying to get this half-inch score on this side. I always mess it up for some reason. Then I will turn it that way. That measures 4, so score it at 3.5. And then what you need to do after that, well, since I don't need this now, I'm going to move it away without knocking anything over. Oh, there we go. Right, that will make it easy for me. So you can go over all the score marks. Where's my other bottom folder? There it is. And just do that nice and gently. If you're using cardstock to do this, I would be very careful because sometimes it can actually split. So just burnish them like so. And then you can see you have a little square here and a little square there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mitre into that corner just slightly. Hope I'm in frame. There we go. And then another little mitre in there. If you don't mitre it, it will bulks up, so you need that little bit gone. And I'm also going to do it at the top. And that's just again so that it doesn't kind of bumfle up. I hope you know what bumfle means, because that's it's a real word to me. So then there's that. Then you'd go around and ink it, and I am going to ink this. Well, no, I'm going to do this one first. Sorry, I'm not very good at tutorials. I didn't even burnish this down, but hey ho. Do that exactly how you done the other one. You don't have to. I'd sometimes just use my hand. I don't use a bond folder all the time. There we go, and then just get rid of all them little bits, and you just fold that in, and then that bit, because there's a lot of blue to this colour, to this journal. I want to use a lot of the the plainer papers, because obviously there's lots of papers that have got images on them, so the plainer ones what I'm going to try and use for my pockets and stuff. So that would just be glued on there. But before I do that, I'm going to use my tab punch, because my round punch keeps sticking. So I'm only going to put in a little bit and just kind of eyeball that to make sure it's centre, and then just punch out a little notch. And the same on this one, again just a little bit like that. Yeah, for sort of me and punches and stuff just don't get along. So I'm just gonna do a little bit around the edge just to add some vintage to it. Excuse me. And again on here, I have got, this is number 4 of me making pockets and stuff to go inside this journal, and I'm sure there's going to be a few more, because I'm probably looking at making at least 10 to 12 different pockets for this journal. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Now what I would do here is, obviously there is no backing on this, but this will be glued straight onto the page, but I am just going to glue these little corners down, and I always do it that way so that when you put your tag in, that isn't underneath these pieces and it catches on it. So there's a little tip. And again on this one here, just hold it down for a second so that it sticks, and then since I'm going to glue this pocket onto the bigger pocket, excuse me, and that goes on there just like that. I'm also going to make a triple one of these, and I'll obviously do that in another video, but it's basically quite similar to this. So that is that. So that would go on my page like that, and that would take up a majority of the page. So we have these little journal cards here. Aren't they sweet? Oh, they're so gorgeous. So I'm going to set that to the side, and I'm just going to glue these onto the book page, or whatever you want to do. You can do it with music paper or other designer paper, or just white paper, fabric. Pardon me. And I'm just going to stick that down. I don't need 2 pages. I think I'll be able to use, ooh, yeah, no, I'll use 2 pages because I want a wider like border around this one, because the pockets are a little bit deeper than what I done with the altered envelope. Keep that for something else. The great big box of bits and bobs that we have for making something else. Every time I try and I get rid of one box. I've got 2 tubs, but I have got a big massive tub underneath that I haven't even looked at in eons, and I dread to think what's in there, because like I said, I don't think I've looked at it since I moved into this shed well over a year ago. But every time I get down to one tub, I just seem to fill the other one up really quickly again, so it's like never-ending box of stuff for other things. But it's good to keep all your little bits and bobs, because they do come in handy. And that stays there. Okay, so that will go on there, and that one will go on there. And because the good thing about this is, because I haven't, well actually because I've glued that down, I won't be able to sew that now, but I can add other stuff to it to kind of add some more detail to it. So I'm just going to glue that down. I will probably, like I said in all my other tutorial ones on this series, that's what you want to call it, a series, I will go back once I've made all the basics of these, I will probably go back and add more to it. But right now I'm just trying to build up the journal, and then I'll go back over it and do other things to it as well. Everybody works differently. This is how I do it. Actually, not always, but this is how I'm doing this one. So that's that, and that would go onto a page, or you could even put it at the side if you've done a backing on it, or you could just leave the this side. You could cut that off if you just wanted to make it a tuck rather than a pocket, but I'm having it as a pocket. And let me see if I've got something that I can, oops, tags from something else that I made. You know, that could go in there, which doesn't want to go in for some reason. If I manage to glue something down, of course I have, it's me. If you watch my videos, there's always something glued down. So, you know, that could go, they could go in there so you could still see that. And then that can go in the top, like that, inside there. And I'll probably add some trims and maybe some stickles and things around that as well. So that's my next pocket. And there it is, easy peasy. So yeah, I will put the link to ARTYmaze below, so you can go over and see this kit, and it's called A Winter's Tale. And it's so pretty, so pretty. If you have any questions, just ask, and thanks for watching. Bye.